And this is also one of the tricks that they've got over on our people that have stolen their birthright. That's why I know probably say we're giving the church and Christianity back to Europeans. Then all you need to do is read international law and you see that Christianity is a political system. But the people here are taught that it's a spiritual system, which puts them into the jurisdiction. You know, these are little subtleties that our people don't know. And so logically, people who come from other countries see that and got an advantage of us economically already. They come to the community, get buildings that our children have been walking past since we was, that's empty since we were going to school. And next week they have a business. And elections next week. And serving our people in their own community, and our people still can't figure it out. Thinking that they're taking something from them. No, they're exercising national law. And our people are exercising beliefs. And don't stop nothing. And pay all the bills. Then lie to their children and tell them they're saved and wonder why they're dying younger and younger. Because we're in violation of law. Both divine and civil. You understand? That's a dishonor of your mothers and your fathers. And if you dishonor your mothers and fathers, the law don't apply to you. Because the law comes from your mothers and fathers. You understand what I'm saying? That's what mine is wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to pull the law into effect. That's why you enforce the Constitution. Because it supersedes them. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you get into that flaky area where our people think white people means European, then you dismiss it, not knowing that's your forefathers. Then you gave up it again. Then you just gave your birthright again. And this is how this thing has been operating. So this must be in your mind from the beginning. All right? So now, someone, anyone, read 1, 2, 3, 4, write on down. Choose, stand up, read, tell me what you think, tell me what you see, tell me what it means, share with each other, get it solid. And understand that these principles apply to everything. Are we clear? These principles apply to everything. Now, this can be adjusted, which you already know because you already know. Now, people have used this in Connecticut already, in Chicago, and a few other places. It's a woman they call from Canada. She used it because they were arbitrating her house foreclosing. She's in her house.
Okay, all right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. And one in Connecticut, now I don't know what the other one is in Chicago, but I know the one in Connecticut, one in Canada, they're in their house. They beat them. But you have to study and understand what it's saying and why. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But the principles that I'm saying to you, take them. This is my point. Understand the principles that this represents and apply to everything concerning debts that the Romans are putting on you when they come at you under the color of the fiat of the Federal Reserve. You understand? And keep in mind that the only person that can speak for ex rel arguments in a court, i.e. is the Attorney General of the United States or a proper person, which means if you're not appropriate persona, you can't speak for that straw. So you know this whole thing where people get a UCC1 and they gonna claim that straw, they chalk that up. It ain't happening. Because you didn't create that corporate entity, they did. And the only one that can speak for it is the one who created it, or the Attorney General of the United States, the highest officer of law, or a proper person. That's why they brand our people Negro, Black, and Color, because they knew this thing was coming. So now people want to know night from day, right from wrong, left from right. They be dealing with beliefs, the rest of the world dealing with mathematics and facts. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is what they got over us. So you got to know how Rome works in order to kick Rome's conquistadors. Because if you don't know how this thing works, you ain't beating them sorcerers because they're going to beat you up.
No, I just remember a movie I was looking at. It was an old movie, but the movie represents being a citizen. And the Native American walks into the bar, and the Native American wanted to vote. He told the Americans, you can't vote because you're not a citizen. Actually, he was telling them later that he wasn't a part of it, but at the same time, the Indian thought that he was kept out of the loop. But he was telling them that being a Native American, you don't need to be a citizen.
He's the sovereign.
He's sovereign, right?
Now, by agreeing to be Indian, he gave up his birthright because the European created that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being a Native American, European created that. That's a fiction too. That's why you see the Leonard Anayahuia, all the rest of them, now claiming Moorish nationality. Why? Because they tired of these Europeans breaking the treaties. Now they sold out in the 1800s. Thinking they were going to get a benefit for all themselves Indians.
Right.
Getting a few privileges and then tell their brothers.
What should he have said?
Huh?
What should he have said? When you said he was a Native American, what should he have said?
He should have corrected him.
I mean the Indian, when he came in there and
He
said.
should have corrected the European.
And said, I'm what?
I'm Moor.
Oh, got it.
Aboriginal to the land. You know it and I know it too. Just because some of us claim to be Indians in 1865 to get some privileges contrary to our brothers so we can feed into this dividing our people up. I.e. the Geronimo, look at the Geronimo movie and tell you the whole principle. In other words, you get all the rest of them to give up their weapons and then you think you work for the Christians, then they take yours and throw you in jail too. Now what else? And that's basically what's been happening. That's why Russell Means, you know, the guy played in the movie 300, chieftain of the, let me see, what tribes? It's a multiplicity of tribes.
What do you mean?
Anyway, yeah, we talk that once in a while. They claim their Moorish nationality, then they want to break all the treaties with the U.S. and all that stuff. Why? Before they wasn't saying they was Moors. No, we Indians. Or we the feather guys, because we can get a casino. Right. European owns casinos. Tax them right out. Now they in a hole and in debt. Yeah. Ain't fun, is it? Yeah, nobody want to tell the firstborn who they was, but keep them black. Get all the privileges. Sold out to Rome, now Rome, give them right back. Now they're going to get more. This is who their forefathers are. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now the point of this is, the concept is, make sure that your national seal is before your correspondence with them. Just like when we're talking, you deal with any contracts, put your nation up there, then deal with the subject matter. Because your nation automatically sets the standard for both the status, meaning you don't have to argue, you just said it. Stands for national authority, you don't have to argue it, you just said it.
Do you have to reset contracts before you start using the seal?
Do you have to do what?
Rescind all contracts?
No. Let me make this point to you. And I understand that argument with the rescinding of contracts. Anything that's created in color remains color. You know, this idea that, you know, like the European created a birth certificate and your mom sold you to the state, and so they filed it in the Department of Orphans, and so you're in debt because every U.S. citizen is in so many billions. Well, you won, you ain't a U.S. citizen. Number two, birth certificate fails in the law that governs contract. It is not a contract. It is dead ab initio as contract. The deal of it is that they're claiming power of attorney. You get your eyes on an alleged contract and alleged debt, and they present the argument all U.S. citizens are in debt because of these instruments, and you're not thinking or recognizing that you ain't a U.S. citizen. You're coming from a misconcept position in the first place. Now you're admitting the debt. You see the point? So if you don't know yourself, you're already in a hole. So the deal of it is you want to present to the world by demonstrating, because this is the thing, remember we did the class a couple months ago, the argument is competence and incompetence. And upon that status is the wardship or ward of the state claims made by the corporate state under the rule of abandonment.